because I had a very ugly and uncomfortable experience at the doctor's office the other day. um, it isn't really good when a doctor is just a jackass asshole person who is too busy to listen to their patient. For instance, what happened was I went to the doctor and I was getting prescriptions from her to go to the eye doctor and go to the dermatologist. Sorry about that phone shit. And as soon as I walk in, she like attacks. She goes, you have to stop calling the office, bothering the staff about your prescriptions. I was like, what? I really was like, what? Because I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about because I don't know. I didn't know what I didn't have any idea, like not a clue what she was talking about because I don't ever call her office at all. And I said, "I'm sorry. I think you might have the wrong patient that you're thinking of because it wasn't me." She goes, "Yes, it was. It was you. I know your name. I know exactly." I go, "No, it wasn't me. I didn't call. All I called about was I had asked if you had. No, it's fine. It's fine." She says. She interrupts me. "No, it's fine. It's fine." I go, "Wait, I just want to tell you." "No, it's fine. It's fine." I said, "I did call, but oh, it's fine. Just don't do it again." I go, "I'm not. I didn't call. Listen, I don't have time to sit here and argue with you." This is the doctor. Listen, I don't have time to sit here and argue with you about whether you called or if you called. All I am saying is just don't do it anymore. I go, "Well, if you're going to say that, then look, I don't have time." I was like, so I'm sitting there boiling, cooking, furious, in the office with this lady, feeling like, you know, and I have to stay calm because people constantly they fucking go off on you over nothing and they won't engage you. They'll accuse you of something, but they won't engage you enough to even hear your side of the story. Like, I was really like, who are you talking about? Because I have not called your office looking for any looking for prescriptions of any kind. To be honest, like she didn't even listen to me. What I was going to say to her was that I had gotten 2 mammograms and 2 ultrasounds because I had a bump in my boob, a lump, and I was terrified. And I went and got ultrasounds and stuff. And the x ray place had been calling her, asking her, had she reviewed it? And this dumb bitch didn't even fucking look at it and didn't even know. So I'm trying to discuss what's wrong with my titty. And she is there accusing me of calling her office too much, asking for prescriptions, which was not me. I did call, but I needed her to review my mammogram shit. But this old fucking hoe, she can't even fucking be bothered to tell me. She can't be bothered to just listen to me for like 30 seconds without her saying, "Look, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to argue with you either. You, as soon as I walked in, you were attacking me and accusing me of being some kind of junkie or some shit." I'm not sure where she was going with that, but that's where I really think it was. And you know what? Honestly, I don't hardly get prescriptions. I have like one antidepressant, one stimulant, and one sleepy pill. Wow. Ooh. Somebody call the cops. Call the DNA. I mean, the DEA. Call the DNA. Call the DNA. No. Fuck that. Man. Shit was so uncomfortable. I was just sitting there like, and then she asked me to volunteer in a food drive for her office. I'm thinking, bitch, I ain't volunteering shit. But of course I said, oh, sure, I'd love to. Why do I lie like that? Just because it's easier. It's easier just to like front and say, yeah, I'll do that, knowing that I ain't doing shit for her. I'm gonna change doctors because she's out of her fucking mind. And that is the end of that. I mean, anytime the x-ray people kept calling her and asking her, if she had reviewed my ultrasounds, and the bitch never called back. So then I start calling, and she gets it all mixed up and thinks I'm, I guess, what, doctor shopping or something. Of course, because I'm not white, I'm doctor shopping because I need prescriptions. Jeez, just don't be so stereotypical and ignorant. I don't know, people are weird. People are really weird. People gaslight you too. They just don't even care. They just like make up shit. I'm like, oh, I don't have time to argue with you about this when I didn't even, I wasn't arguing. I was just there for a doctor's appointment. Seems like she has a personal problem that she needs to work out. Doctors are on drugs too, A lot of doctors, they get a little fucked up before they go to work. So she either is fucked up on drugs or she needs drugs. Either one, I'm not going to be her patient anymore because the last thing I need is someone who's going to stress me out even more. Going to the doctor, I hate it. It scares me. I always feel like I'm going to get COVID. Um, I don't know what kind of doctor I'm going to get, or if the person is going to be nice and accepting of me, or they're going to be like looking down their nose at me and judging. So I never know. I never know what's going to happen. So that was a very uncomfortable thing. And considering how much I hate going to the doctor, yep, just gave me extra reasons not to go. Never go again. And then I was trying to ask her to get me a pap smear, which I really, of course, don't want to get. And she says, oh, I don't have time for that right now. All because her secretary, and what's weird is her secretary left just as I was walking in. And she's like, oh, do you have an appointment? My doctor's sitting in the desk in the front. And I go, yes, 10:15. And she goes, oh, well, my secretary left. I go, what does that mean? She goes, well, we're going to have the meeting out here. I go, okay, well, obviously I'm not getting a breast exam in the front office where everybody can walk in. So, yeah, some doctors really suck. They're just so busy that they can't be bothered. I am over it. I wonder how you get people to follow your streams or even pay attention or give a shit. I love this shirt. This is really cool. It's like from the 80s. It's an 80s style. It's faux leather, so no cows died in the process of making this shirt. And it's lace up. See? Laces up right here like this. Sorry about the nipples. It is cold in here. It's hard to have big titties, people. I know that everybody thinks, oh yeah, lucky you. No, no. It's a terrible life. If you grow up like I did, I was running track and I was really happy to be running track. And you know, all of a sudden 10th grade, these titties show up. Like just out of nowhere. And like that's puberty and stuff. And suddenly running became, now this is a while ago, they didn't have the kind of bras they have now. Running became a really physically challenging thing to do because there was no way to hold these suckers down. Okay. And they were heavy, and I was really skinny little girl. And I didn't like the way people were looking at me, so I quit. And I was in theater group, and I'm 15. And my boobs were way too big to be a 15-year-old girl in the plays that I was in, so I wasn't getting cast anymore. Great. Then old ass men just started looking at me like I was just totally a woman. I remember one time I was at a party and this guy says, how old are you? 28? I was like, I'm 17. Wishful thinking, Gramps. Yeah, but like when you have triple D, double D's, and you're like 15, people think that you're an old lady. Not old lady, but a grown ass lady. Yeah, it was not cute. And for the rest of my life, I was trying to get a breast reduction. So I finally got a breast reduction. I got the first one. And the first one that I got was pretty good. But I think that the doctor didn't remove enough tissue because my boobs are really dense and heavy. So I think he gave me a lift. And the lift is like they cut around the nipple like this, and then they cut like a comma down that goes like under your armpit. So it goes like this. It'll go like this, and then like this. That was the scar. Didn't work. My boobs, my nipples went. They went from like this to like this, and they stretched out from the weight of the boob, and so I had to go back. I had it done in Peru, in Lima, Peru, and I would suggest anyone go to Lima, Peru to get plastic surgery because it was excellent work. Excellent. I had a full body lipo, tumescent liposuction, butt lift, everything. I had that done in like 2003, like before it was legal in America, of course. But I had it done then. And but unfortunately, my breast tissue was too heavy, so I had to go back and get another breast reduction. But this time, I got a full reduction lift, and they, they cut around, and then they did the whole anchor thing, and now my boobs are perfect. Except they got them down to a B plus, but they fucking grew back. They just grow back. These they grow back like green grass, hair on your face. I mean, like breast reductions to me just seem like they're a lie, like laser hair removal and leprechauns. It's a fucking scam. So here I am, thousands of dollars later, still big titty bitch. Can't stand it, sick of it, hate it. And it's ridiculous because like people always assume bad things about me, and they're mean. You know, you can't go anywhere without people looking at you and thinking you're a stripper or a hooker or a porn star or just a slut all the time. Because people always think that you laid down and try to get him. You're like, doctor, please. Oh, make sure I get disrespected for the rest of my life. Oh, please. No, I did the total opposite, had breast reduction. So, no, that's not me. I can't even sit down at a bar without guys offering me money. That's terrible because, I would never, ever turn that shit down because it's expensive out here. It's rough. I'm just kidding. Yeah, big boobs are not the move. They are really stressful and they cause problems. I had a friend once who I'm no longer friends with because she's a bitch. Anyway, I'm not friends with her anymore. But the reason I'm not friends with her anymore is because she was a jealous hater. And look here, girl. They sell titties and they sell ass too, and you could use both. You should need to go pick some shit up or eat a sandwich once in a while, and then maybe you wouldn't be so focused on my titties. Because every time we would go somewhere, she was always critiquing. Why didn't you wear a minimizer bra? I'm like, bitch, this is a minimizer bra. Okay? If I minimize anymore, I'm gonna break a rib and die. Okay? I don't know what you think. What do you think? Minimizer bras are just gonna be like smush them down, hide them? No, it doesn't work that way. They just give you support and they work with what you got. They're not going to make them acceptable to an uptight ninny like you who is all weird about another woman's titties. I'm not sure what that was about, but you need to get over it. Minimize a bra. Minimize your fucking face. Minimize your hair. Minimize your attitude. Minimize all that bullshit that you're always talking about other people. Yeah, minimize on that.